Greetings, Storm Watchers! I hope you all had a great week, and how's your first week of March going, This crazy weather again? It's 80 degrees one day, it's 27 at night. Like, jeez, make up your mind, weather. I want it to be spring so that I can enjoy the flowers and the sunshine and the green grass. Anyway. Enough about springtime. I'm kidding. It just gets me all excited. You ever been so excited that you can hardly contain yourself, like you're just gonna explode, but you can't really tell people what it is because you're kind of like, it's a little like subsided thing that you have to like wait and see how it goes kind of thing? Yeah, I am currently subsiding some huge excitement. Can't really tell you what it is until after it happens because the wrong people might hear and it'll just ruin everything. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Let's see. My week, I got fired last week, but I got a new job and I start right after I get back from Seattle. And I leave for Seattle on Sunday and then I come back early Friday morning. Yeah, we like fly out Thursday night and then we land Friday morning. I don't really... Oh, yeah, see, you were just talking about overnight flights just gets me tired. But yeah, so that's what's going on. And so I'll be doing my cloudy video in Seattle, and then I'll just fly in. Yeah, so I'll be like, yeah, I'm in Seattle, okay, I'm in San Antonio tomorrow, kind of thing. That'd be kind of a tease, but whatever. I'm excited because I get to see my daddy. I haven't seen him since like September. That's a long time. And yeah, miss Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, my birthday, his birthday, Valentine's Day. Let me see from my daddy. But yeah, so I'm excited to see him, but that's one of the things I'm excited about, but that's not everything. See, I'm this huge obsessive planner. I don't know if you know what that is, but basically, I'm like obsessed with planning things and looking forward to events and putting them together and like, oh my gosh, this has to happen, and this has to happen, and this has to happen. And I'm probably talking really, really fast. And you're like, holy crap, I don't understand anything she just said in the last like 20 seconds. Okay, so the day that we fly out is actually the day Once Upon a Time starts back up, and they'll be doing Wicked. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I also want to see Wicked, but I don't know if I have the money. So, bittersweet, but still I'm excited about that. And I still want to see Son of God. I haven't seen it yet. It came out last Friday. And if you don't know what it's about, it's basically the story of Jesus. You know, the title, self-explanatory, Son of God. It's basically from his birth to his resurrection, the 40 days that he's back after that, and then he ascends into heaven. So it's basically Jesus' whole life story in about 2.5 hours. I don't know if y'all remember, any of y'all, but there used to be like a whole series of VHS tapes of Matthew and Acts and all this stuff. Well, Matthew, it was like Jesus. And yeah, well, anyway, a little tidbit. So, yeah, you might want to see that for Easter. Would be a good thing to see. Ash Wednesday was yesterday. Fat Tuesday was Tuesday. It'd be weird if it was another day of the week. It wouldn't be Fat Tuesday. But anyway, so it was free short stack at IHOP. Oh, I have to tell you this story. It'll probably bore you to death, but okay, so me and my boyfriend, we were gonna go. But he had to work till after 8 o'clock, and then he had a meeting, and so he didn't even come pick me up till after 9:30 in the evening, people. And so we were like, oh no, hopefully we can, find someone that's not crowded. So we drive all the way out to the one on I-10, which wasn't packed. There were people all around the block there. And then we drive all the way out to 281 and Bitters, and by then it's like 10 after 10 o'clock. And they're like, oh, we stopped serving at 10, and we're just like, oh, okay, just get us a table. And so they finally seat us, and then we're sitting there waiting for probably like 10-15 minutes, and no wait staff like come and help us. Like Gavin even told us, hey, when the waiter gets here, tell him I want milk, blah blah blah. So he goes back and comes back, and no one has like asked me for my order or anything. So we're just like, and then the people that were sitting at the table next to us got their waiters and just were like, hey, they haven't been helped yet. And the waiter was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Our new people are screwing up today, but I'm gonna make it up to you. And we were like, oh, okay, thanks. We'll have 2 milks. I'm not gonna charge you for your milks. And we were like, okay, thanks. And he's like, do you know what you want to order? And we were like, yes. And I was telling him, yeah, we were hoping to get the pancake thing, but apparently we came late. He was like, oh, don't worry about it, I got this. I was like, yeah, but I wanted to come here for the waffles, so I'm not a big pancake. He was like, I got you. And so he comes back, and he's got Gavin's short stack, and he's got my waffle. I'm like, alright. And he goes, I gotta get y'all silverware. And I was just like, I wouldn't have noticed till like 10 minutes later when we're like, how am I supposed to eat this? But anyway, so he comes over with our silverware, and he's like, everything okay? And we're like, yeah, everything's good, thank you so much. And then we're eating, and then he brings me another waffle. And I was like, oh my goodness, I don't know if I'm going to eat this. He's like, oh nonsense, you need to get some meat on your bones, girl. And I was just like, okay. And then, so, he's like, is he making you feel insecure that you have to look a certain way? And I was just like, no. And so we started joking and laughing. Apparently he's from Chicago, and he just moved here 4 weeks ago. And I felt really bad for him because he had been there since 8 o'clock in the morning, and it was almost 11 at night. So he had been there for like 14, 15 hours. Felt so bad for him. But he did a great job, and we wound up getting him a $15 tip. Moral of the story is both sides of this. If you're a waiter, if you're nice to your customers, you get a really great tip most of the time. And if you're on the end of the spectrum, if you get that service, don't be rude to your waiter, and he'll hook you up. And always tip your wait staff. Having friends that are wait staff, understandably. And all my wait staff watching this, definitely. So, let's see. I want to tell you guys so bad why I'm so excited. But I can't. And I get so excited when I'm planning stuff. I don't know why. It's like some weird impulse I have. But I always get all excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's coming closer. And I have like 10 other things before this thing I have to do. And I'm actually looking at the thing I have to do. But I can't see past that. It's like the huge tower in the skyline. It's like behind 50 other buildings. But it's the tallest one, and it's the one you're most excited to go to or whatever. That's how I feel right now. Before, I just run this into like a 15-minute video about how excited I am. I wanted to tell you about something. Since I got fired last week, I was so bummed. Not only because, you know, I lost my job, but I kind of lost this faith in myself because I was getting all excited because, yeah, I had this job and I was able to pay for stuff and all this stuff, and then, you know, it's kind of like a shot to my ego that I had just built up. It's like, you know, you build this huge sandcastle and you're like, alright! And then someone steps on it. That's how it felt. Except for like 11 times worse. And then, but then, as I, you know, get this new job or whatever, I'm just like, okay, I don't know why I get so worked up about stuff. Because God's gonna help me through it. Like the Israelites, how they, you know, they always, you know, freaked out about, oh no, what's gonna happen, and they turn to other stuff, and then they finally cry out to God, and He always answers their prayer, and then they're like, yay, Jesus, and then when they're back in the valley again, they freak out, instead of being like, oh yeah, God solves all my problems, why am I worried about it? And I feel like that's all of us sometimes, you know, we're like, God, please, you know, I don't know what's going on, and you know, why me, and all this stuff. We almost forget about the one person we're supposed to go to. You know, we're like, oh no, I'm fired, or oh no, I don't know what's gonna happen, but God has our back, and we gotta remember that. Even, you know, and it's really easy to be like, oh yeah, what's he gonna do? But from personal experience, if, you know, you zeh akah, as my pastor says it, which is like a deep cry out to God, then He'll hear you and He'll come and swoop down and fix your problem. Probably not away, or He'll just give you some, you know, this will make you stronger in the long run. So, yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. Next time you see me, I'll be in Seattle. That's a fly out, so it won't be that long of a mishap, but see you next week, and stay awesome, Stormwatch.